Can we therefore move a motion to take this document? Can we therefore move a motion to take this document with the corrections? Honorable Mr. Yelo, are you up to do that? Moving the motion to take this document? Yes, proceed. Thank you. Second amendment. Yes, Honorable Jolie. Thank you. We take now this report, which was deferred, as now a document with its correction. Thank you. Clerk, let's move to the next item in our order paper. I had requested the court to have 2 minutes. Chairman has 3 minutes, and then we conclude with the RPC in 5 minutes.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. The Resident District Commissioner, the District Chair, the honorable members of the honorable members of Council, and the executive protesters and activities. Honorable Speaker, I want to begin by thanking all members of Council for this kind of level of debate. That's why when I was speaking, I know I don't want to listen back. Because there are things that I have that as a technical officer, when you come, you need to be informed of yourself. Because you can be learned on the platform or something and you find you of that. So thank you very much for giving the level of debate in our classes. Honorable Speaker, I know people are tired. But I want to specifically answer the issue that has been raised. Honorable Speaker, we are going with the budget in this council to go for a tour, not only the honorable members, but all of us, including the technical officers, and particularly us, anxiously waiting for the student to come to us. But we have a challenge. The challenge of local revenue. Now, the challenge of local revenue. I'm not saying the money is not there. The money is coming. So some of them, I know how to speak of protecting people. I let that to appear as if I'm not saying something serious. I think I'm very serious about this. Honorable members, our priority for this tour must take place before the end of this year. And I want to tell the CFO, we have a few months to go. And it's not much money, it's about 35 million. We passed 35 million. 35 million. It's not much money. If we prioritize, because that the resources will never be enough. But we just say, for this particular month, I begin with this month. All of the money that comes in should be for one. I hope Honorable Owen with due respect has changed his mind, because I have never forgotten that debate. With due respect, Honorable Owen. So I want to move this to Honorable Owen to know that if possible, we should share even the same lodge. Different rooms, of course. So members, I think it is possible. It is possible. If we fail to realize 100%, we shall squeeze ourselves within the available means. But at least the council tool is a must. Honorable Speaker, I hope I've used the available ones. allow me to meet and invite the chair.
Thank you so much for the lecture that Mr. Mr. Speaker, I think I don't have much to say, and I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to say one thing again. I begin by congratulating honorable councillors who successfully got nominated to various positions you want to take in your capacities. I really deserve a clap successfully. And tomorrow we are beginning the nomination of MPs. And then after that, I think the Electoral Commission will open space for us to be looking for the votes. So I want to wish all of you success in the forthcoming endeavors. As the father of the house, I want to give you my blessings. Secondly, I would like to thank the crowd for being assertive in this particular area of tour. You know, for the last 4 years, the council has never got out of this council to go and learn, to go and experience the outside environment as a council. So I would like to take this one very seriously, Mr. Speaker. And if there is anybody who is going to be my car, I'll be the one. Because he has committed himself, has committed it here. And I know everybody will be happy to move out of this place. But it should be well planned, because the time he's talking about is time when we shall be conversing for God seriously. So it must be well planned, well coordinated, so that when we leave this place, we don't get given disadvantage to some of the members who are not in the council. I don't want us to be this, which was part of the issues that the speaker raised. It's about the district headquarters. There is no doubt, ladies and gentlemen, we have made a stride. It is in the district report that the district headquarters is going to take shape. We have received the advance team from the military brigade, was here yesterday, bringing for us memorandum of understanding, which is supposed to be handled by the CAO and Solicitor. And immediately, the memorandum of understanding is signed. In a week's time, the construction will take place, will begin, commence. So there is no doubt everything is still in order. The only thing the advance team told us is that they are overwhelmed with a lot of responsibility, a lot of activity, a lot of construction work. But that was going to be a word. The thing it was delaying us had been memorandum of understanding signed between the military and the United States Company. And they submit the document. It's going to be reviewed by contracts committee and then submitted to Solicitor Office for approval, after which they will come here in a week's time after the signing, then the construction will commence. And therefore, we are still on the right track, and I believe if we move the speed that we indicated to us, our district headquarters will take shape. We'll have a beginning by the end of this month or the beginning of next month. So, ladies and gentlemen, the district and the technical team and the facility are following this spirit. And therefore, I want to thank you for being patient. Nothing so far is lost. And we should be worried that everything is going well. And it's between the government and the government. UPDF is government. There is no government is government. therefore there is no doubt that the work is going to commence as soon as the contract is signed. And therefore, like to inform members that we are seeing well. Ladies and gentlemen, these few words, I'd like to congratulate you and thank you for being in attendance of this and for the contribution that you have made to this council. With these few comments, I want to take this opportunity to invite the RNDC to give us his comment. RNDC.
The Right Honorable Speaker, the District Chair, members of the Executive, Chairpersons, all councillors, technical team, and observers here present. I am humbled to be here. I want to appreciate the endeavors we are doing for this district. Our situation is calm, the security is okay, there is nothing alarming. Honorable Speaker and Council, I want to state that we received our UP brand new Toyota pickup, the one you commonly call it butterfly. It has landed in Ogun where the is. And that humbles me that we are now empowered to keep the security of the people very well because we have this on its way. Honorable Speaker and Council, this now makes us able to carry on elections very well. And I will now take this airtime to urge the Council that are going for seeking of re-election, that you help us to work within the law so that we can work very peacefully. The moment you are following the rules and regulations, I am sure we will not collide at any one moment. Allow me also report to this council that Leira District and Leira City were expecting His Excellency Yoweri Museveni some weeks ago. He did not come. We are yet to be guided on the date he will be coming. Definitely come here at an date. We also hosted the FDC party president, very successful with my team, and we were on top of the game and nothing went on. As a district, we are recording a number of more cases that are majorly because of very minor issues that cause for sensitization of our people. As a security, we are also fighting with the problem that in this part of the country, once somebody kills, then the clans are able to mediate, and it is posing us a challenge of security because rehabilitation of such a person is not done, and then the vice continues. So I urge us to see and start guiding as soon as possible on how these matters are supposed to be handled so that people don't carelessly kill each other. Having said that, Honorable Speaker, I want to now speak a few things on service delivery. I'll say one, I am also impressed with the level of commitment and debate that even the paper is strong. This is good, because I also want to remind you that it is you that employ the technical team. They therefore need to submit to you as their bosses. We are still having a problem that we have delays at the end of the financial year, that monies are channeled to places because we are on hurry. I want to urge the technical team and ask council to help me urge them that procurement processes be done within time. that by the end of the year, we are not on pressure. I want to ask Council that for us, we will, as central government staff, will ensure that once the money is not spent by the closure of the year, we let them go, we let the funds go back. Because if you don't have the capacity to utilize the money, therefore, you should not inconvenience us. We would think it is malice aforethought that you are hiding behind the procurement processes to defraud government. And I want to say it early as October, so that by June, God willing, if I am here or anybody is here, will not allow the issues of channeling government money into accounts when works are incomplete. For example, now we hear Level Primary School is not yet complete. Well, it is now 3-4 months after the financial year. Why such? So I want to sound the bell pretty clear that this should be taken into account, and the technical team take notes so that when it comes that time, you do not blame. I joined the team to thank us for the construction of the headquarters, but I also want to say it took so long, too long. And Chairman, I want to challenge you as the head of this district and the supervisor that you should be on your toes to see that things are done within time. And for that matter, for us, we are in a mood. If others still want to conduct business from the city, district's business in the city, and the layer has gone. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I want to also draw attention to the problem we had with teachers, that we had a strike that took quite weeks. That was very unfortunate, but I am happy that as a district we have taken our position and we have convinced our people to be teaching. And we were already making a headway. Fortunately, the center was able to talk to UNATO and teachers are back to class. I want to urge us as councillors to see that now the teachers are in class because there is no more strike. And also urge the parents to let the children go back to school. Speaker, through you, I also want to say that PLE, UCE is ongoing, USCE is to come. We want, especially for PLE, to get their assurance of the readiness of the department and the office of the CAL to conduct these exams. And I would really request for a report to know how many of our people are going to sit, how many invigilators we have, how many are we expecting as our scouts. We want to be on top of the game. And that is a very important thing that maybe the council discussed before I came in, but that is very important. I want to know the list, the number of those for PLE, UCE, which is about to conclude in a few days, and even USCE, so that we see in cases of support, we are able to meet. We're also interested to see with our brains how we are able to manage, with our bad roads, how we are able to manage within the time, so that we are not taken as people maybe who are not doing it the best way. Honorable Speaker, I also want to state that I was reading the document of National Development Plan for District Development Plan 4, page 2. In one of those chapters, they are stating our challenge is low poverty. We are interested in the socio-economic transformation. So this area, we want to charge the technical team to see how best, what strategies are in our plan there to see that we maneuver around this. I read Chairman talked about the pillars of the PDM, which also encompasses this. We have the technical team, the extension staff that we are paid, headed by district production officer there present, and a number of interventions. We want this improved. And of interest, the production department should look at the irrigation system. Every year in, every year out, we pay a lot of money and the farmers call fund, but give the council a briefing on the status of these irrigation systems and how is it impacting in the lives of our people. This is area of interest. So I would ask council to take note, because it is very difficult to lead a team that is poor. And for us, this is Friday. I wanted to also say that in one of the documents I read, we also have a problem with public-private partnership. I would ask us to improve on this. You are aware that the private are very good at employing people. Government only has a few vacancies, but private can employ many. So I would like that we pay keen attention to public-private partnership. I would also urge this council to monitor the work of NGOs, that every report of every committee should include the activities of the partners that are working there. Because as council, we don't only supervise the government programs, even the private ones. So I want us to take a step. We have Koreidi in production, which is doing a commendable job. We have many in education. We want to unveil them. And we also want to go forth and see that we give them audience. We have a meeting with them, that they give us a report of the activities they are doing in our districts. You never know. Some could be demanding a lot of money for our people, which they are not bringing. So if we don't have a keen eye, it will be a road for us. We need to do that. I also say we needed the breakfast chair 5 with the Ministry of Water. I hear in other districts they're doing a lot of innovations in schools. Some are constructing water. They are best here. We are the landlord of these people. Can we have a breakfast with them? They tell us what do they have on table for us, and how do we access them? And that is a very good political game for you as one of your achievements in whatever you are doing, and all of us. You know, when we are now going for accountability to our people, and these are some of the things which can give us the accountability. I want to emphasize that we improve on our monitoring and evaluation. I want to thank council. I always hear you in the field everywhere. We even strengthen it more so that we have the district in our hand, and that also positively gives us to debate very well from point of view. As I almost conclude, Honorable Speaker, is the fact that I want to tell people that today, before I came in, I walked in a bit late. I was in Bar. Ministry of Gender was training web and YLP beneficiaries. I'm happy and glad that we as a district, we have testimonies to show of these funds. This is very commendable. I want to thank you for running the women, running the youth, that the ones who are the active poor are with us. I also want to state that even in Nioga, we have a number of success stories that we have recorded. The women entrepreneurs are doing well. Carpentry like in Bar, where the namesake of Yobel comes from, is also doing very well. And they have received 20 more million, you know, because it says namesake. Under Micro Support Center, there is Islamic financing that they are giving money to groups. And this money is very good that they are not charging any interest. But what they do is they share with you the profits. That is what. Maybe with big interest, you can go to Micro Support Center, win it for your people, and they will not be the same. We have improved as government on delivery of drugs. In some document I was reading it as a challenge. The DHO has worked out. But Honorable Speaker and Council, we are getting drugs after every 2 months. I think credit will be given where it is due. This is a very good strike on behalf of government. And as NRM, we are privileged to say that we will take care of your health, we will take care of your security, we will take care of everything that concerns you. Finally, I want us all to be alert on issues of corruption. This district is suffering with issues of corruption. And I want to let people know that my eyes are also open. I know some they get money from Kampala, some they get money from where. Let us stop that. Even when people are getting into positions, there are monies that are still hands for somebody to be employed, for somebody to be transferred. These things will get you at the grassroots. Because once after years, coming forward to be nationalistic, be patriotic, and do things free of charge, especially these vulnerable groups. We have suffered this corruption in this district, it is a lot. Can we all rise against it? That even in your debates, you must be able to bring out some of these issues very clearly. And the people of the campus, if you cannot bring others your way, kindly call me. Even if you call with another number and just give me information, we will take it up. And when we take it up, we are ready to become members for the sake of the people we serve. Council, thank you for serving this community, for serving Uganda. I urge you to continue for God and the country.
Thank you very much, Madam DC, for that statement. I'm saying state because the artist represents the president. So whatever he says is the president talking and speaking. Members of the council, I want to thank you for being members who are not, who scrutinize whatever comes before us, and we not fear or favor, put it right for the continuity. There are people here, you can see from the world. We are here, there are some people here tomorrow. And as we do it today, let us do it to know that comes February, we shall be having the title of incoming and outgoing. That title is going to come and be there to us. But that one does not mean the end of the world. So I thank you, Chair, I thank you for the state of the district affair. Now I want to thank you, and thank you. My last week is one. People are going to participate. But what is important is let us be ambassadors of peace. I thank the technical team where we have advised, where we go on working together. We are only disagreeing to agree. If you are part of a report which is being denied from here, you should submit it on you. Because we are here as a team. Without me, you cannot. Without you, I cannot. So when it comes to us working together, please, let's work together to serve our people. The bottom line is service to our people. Not maybe the speaker, not maybe who you are. I thank you, like can we get to the next item in the order of the business?
Next item in the order of business is item number 9, adjournment.
With all those words and remarks from the concern, we come to the end of this council business till Sunday. Thank you.
Oh, Uganda, oh, Uganda, may you have hope and free for liberty together we'll always stand.